Cillian Murphy in the shocking statement, "No one is better than me to be James Bond." In 2025, after winning an Oscar for his role as Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy became one of the most sought-after movie faces in the world. People called him the actor who never plays a bad role, the artist who steps from darkness to light, and especially, the man with eyes colder than vodka. When MGM officially announced that it was looking for actors for the final project of the 007 series, Hollywood was in an uproar. The wave of strong candidates, as always, recurred: Henry Cavill, Richard Madden, Tom Hardy, Aaron Taylor Johnson, even unexpected names like Paul Mescal and Dev Patel. But only one person stepped before the press and declared publicly with pride, "I am the only worthy choice. No one else can do Bond better than me." Cillian Murphy, GQ, June 2025. Part 2, The Shocking Declaration. The interview initially seemed like a casual conversation about cinema and the post-Oscars. But when the journalist casually asked, "Have you ever thought about being Bond?" Cillian sat up straight, eyes unblinking. "No. I know I'm Bond. No humility, I'm Irish. Humility doesn't help me survive in a world of half-baked roles. This role is not for the safe, nor for the afraid of being hated. It's for the dark-eyed. And no one has more of that than me." The internet exploded. No one had ever publicly declared the elimination of the entire acting industry like Murphy had just done. The hashtags #Cillian is Bond, #Bond Murphy began trending. Some were in favor. Murphy is a powerful actor. Too much Bond. Bond doesn't need muscles. He needs danger, and he has plenty of them. Some were in opposition. Bond is a British icon, not an Irishman. A guy who says he's the only one who's worthy can't be Bond. Part 3. Behind the nod. What no one knew, Murphy had been approached for the role of James Bond, way back in 2005. After Batman Begins premiered, a secret casting call from Eon Productions was titled, "See Murphy, Young Bond Review." But then that name was dropped, and Daniel Craig was cast. 20 years later, history seems to be repeating itself. At a secret meeting in Soho, London, Barbara Broccoli, the series' legendary producer, told her associates, "I passed him by once. Mistake. Maybe this time, we should hear him out. A trial scene unseen." Craig, who has just withdrawn from casting Bond, in the version you read in the previous story, agrees to meet Murphy to see if he's dark enough. In a dark room, Cillian Murphy walks in. He doesn't say hello, doesn't wear makeup. He just stands in the middle of the room and recites an old line from Skyfall, Bond's words to Silver. "Life clung to me like a disease. But I survived, not because I wanted to, but because someone like you shouldn't be allowed to win." Craig is speechless. Barbara Broccoli looks at him. "What do you think?" Craig takes a drag on his cigarette. He doesn't act. He is. Part 5. The Price of Choice. But it's not that easy. The real-life MI6 sent a gentle reminder to MGM. Don't cast an actor who has publicly criticized British intelligence and international operations. In 2018, Murphy said in a podcast, "The Cold War didn't end, it just went digital. MI6 or CIA, they're all Bond. And that's not something to be admired." When the media dug up the story, the crisis erupted. Even the British government, the Department for Culture, Media and Communications, expressed concern that a national icon like 007 should not be portrayed by someone who has publicly criticized British foreign policy. Murphy didn't back down. He responded on national television, "If I'm going to be eliminated for telling the truth, then James Bond should die with that false pride." Quote,